Hello, this short video presentation is a new look at solving equations by factoring. Same idea, but we're going to take things to a different level, let's say. First of all, if you remember at the beginning when we talked about this, we said, we had the zero product property. If A times B, a product of two numbers, equals 0, one of those numbers must be 0. Well, here I don't have 0, so I must set the equation equal to 0. Must be set equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 10x to both sides. I'm going to subtract 24 to both sides, and then I end up with 4x squared minus 10x minus 24 equals 0. Then, remember yesterday, I see I have a common factor. Always look for that common factor. It's 2. Factor that out. 2x squared minus 5x minus 12. And then I talked to you yesterday about this. Always look for, or always write down my factor pairs. 12 and 1, divide by 2, 6 and 2, divide by 2, 3 and 4, and that's all. I then start out 2x and x, negative, so it's a plus minus, and looking at the numbers, hopefully you're starting to notice, that it's becoming obvious to you. But if I have 4 here, 4 times 2 is 8, and 3, negative 8 plus 3 is negative 5. But just to refresh our memories, let's say we don't see it off the top of our head. I have a factor of 2 right here. I cannot, right here, put a 12, a 6, a 2, or a 4. None of those numbers can go here because there's factors of 2, and I have a factor of 2 here, but there is no common factor here. So this is totally out of the picture. And so I go with my 3 and 4. I do my double smiley face, negative 8 plus 3, negative 5. I'm good to go. Now, I lost my equation, equals 0. So 2x plus 3 equals 0. X minus 4 equals 0. Add 4. X equals 4, minus 3, 2x equals negative 3, divide by 2, divide by 2, negative 3 halves. That's all there is to it. We're going to do a few more examples. Again, I want to set it equal to 0, minus 12 minus 12. I didn't copy the problem down correctly. That's an x. So it's minus 12x. And I end up with 24x cubed minus 2x squared minus 12x equals 0. Factor out my common factor. In this case, it's 2x. X squared minus x minus 6. I factor this. All right, clearly that's a gross mistake there. Let's just erase this whole line. Greatest common factor, in fact, is 2x, that's correct. But it's 12x squared minus x minus 6. My factors of 12, 12 and 1, 6 and 2, 3 and 4. And my factors of 6, 6 and 1, 2 and 3. Equals 0. So, I'm going to go with 3x and 4x. Negative here, so it's plus minus. And now, looking at this, right here, I have a factor of 3. Right there is a 3. I can't use this or this. Here, I have a factor of 4. Right there, I have a factor of 2, I guess. I can't use the 2 there. All right? But I can use the 2 here and the 3 here. I also can't use the 6 anywhere. I can't use the 6 here because there's a factor of 3. I can't use the 6 here because there's a factor of 2. The only choice I have, the only choice, using 3 and 4, is this. Well, now let's do a double smiley face. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. 8x minus 9x equals negative x. I'm good to go. I ran out of space here. But my factors are 2. I can ignore the 2. X. So x equals 0. 3x plus 2 equals 0. Or 4x minus 3 equals 0. Subtract 2. 3x equals negative 2. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. I got another answer. Add 3. 4x equals 3. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. My answer then is 0, negative 2/3, and positive 3/4. Our first equation with 3 answers. All right, next one. We're going to add 12x to both sides. So, I'm not going to show that. 3x cubed plus 24x squared plus 12x equals 0. It is very important, I never mentioned this before, very important the order must be in decreasing powers of x. Greatest common factor is 3x. X squared. 3 goes to 8x plus 4. Now, x and x plus and plus. 4 and 1. 4x and 1, that doesn't work. 2 and 2. 2x and, not 8x. Doesn't work. In fact, I'm going to put a big red line through this. I can't factor this, so the only rational solution is x equals 0. No other choice. Nothing else is going to work. Now there's other solutions, but rational number, just 0. All right, last one. 4x cubed, subtract 12x squared, plus 9x. Take out the x, my common factor. 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. And we talked about this yesterday. Perfect square trinomial. Perfect square trinomial. 2 squared is 4. 3 squared is 9. 2 times 3 is 6. Times 2 is 12. We factor this. We have 2x minus 3. Because of that, quantity squared equals 0. X equals 0, or 2x minus 3 equals 0. Add 3, 2x equals 3. Divide by 2. My answer is 0 or 3/2. All right, last video for the test on Friday. We'll talk to you later. Have a great day.